Welcome back. This time we're cutting our donor up into 1,000,000 pieces. Work on our Ratfest Rat Rod Build Off 2026 station wagon that's going to be 4-wheel drive LS powered. Oh yeah, let's get into it. New project. Oh yeah, station wagon 4x4 LS. I am excited for this one. Hope you guys are too. Today we're going to get started on Old Thunder, ripping her guts out, taking the suspension, drivetrain, like I say, motor, tranny, all that good stuff. We're going to start slicing and dicing, getting her prepped for our station wagon surgery. Let's get her in the shop, get cutting. Nice brisk 24-degree cold start. She didn't like that. Battery's a little low. Anyways, let's get her going in. Nice Christmas tree. Guy couldn't just resist doing a burnout before we tear it apart. You know what I mean. She's a one-tire fryer. Let's get back to business. And not bad for a one-wheel peel. Well, we're in the shop, all warmed back up. Yeah, Old Thunder, she's been a good unit. Anyways, I should have mentioned right from the get-go, we're building this for Ratfest Rat Rod Build Off. This is one of 3 build offs we're doing technically this year, getting started on this year. 2 for sure this year, the other one's 2027. We're gonna get into them all this year, but anyways, this is the first one, started January 1, that's the second. But yeah, started January 1, that's kind of when I want to strike while the iron's hot. Everyone's kind of excited on Facebook, and I just want to, we want to get this one done. And I feel like I've got most everything that I need, so it's a good one to do. Ratfest Rat Rod Build Off. Check it out on Facebook. It's out of Ohio, so it's kind of a new area. In September 26th, into September, right after Rat Stock, so pretty convenient. And there's not much for rules on it. Pre-1980 rigs, you can use modern drivetrain, obviously, but older stuff, people's choice on the pick. There's a little drivability, basically the guy's just trying to get a bunch of guys together and just meet each other, have some fun, whatever. I think that's what it's all about. It's just having some fun. Sounds like there's going to be burnouts, and he's got 40 acres, and sounds like it's going to be a good time. And there's no penalties, or he's not upset if we show it at other shows through the summer and drive it. And we want to do the Hot Rod Power Tour, Rat Rod Power Tour, and we want to take the station wagon. So that's why we're kind of getting rolling on it. So our donor, we're going to, Old Thunder. It was my mom's. We've had it 15, 16 years. She bought this right when I, was kind of finishing up high school, and she drove the wheels off of it. Literally just drove the heck out of this truck, and she's a parts salesman, so anything it ever needed always got replaced with the best stuff. Blah 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 blah. I had the mechanic shop for years. We put a brand new crate motor in it. She had the transmission redone, transfer case redone, blah, blah, blah. So the drivetrain is super, super solid, like 50, 60,000 miles on it. And then she got T-boned, so it wiped out the rear end. They put a new rear end in it. So basically everything on the drivetrain, like I say, if it needed something, she put it on. But it's gotten so rusty that, you know, it's just, and she kept wanting me to fix it. And it's like, Ma, this thing is junk. You know what I mean? Like, it needs inner and outer rockers and box sides and inner, you know, it needs so much. It's not worth it. So they finally just bought a new truck, and it doesn't drive right after the accident, whatever. So it's just time. What we're doing to it is perfect. I told her they wanted to get rid of it, and I was like, you know, I want to build a hot rod or something out of it. She loved the idea. She gave it to us. I drove it around for a long time, and we used it. Now it's just kind of gotten to where it's really, it's ready for what we're going to do. So we're going to start off with ripping the box off, because we're not going to use really, you know, any of the body stuff. So we're going to get the box out, start putting up the big body panels, you know, try to get them out of here, you know, get that stuff out of our way. The goal is to always be able to reach in and fire it up. I hope that's the way this stays. I don't want to mess with any wiring. I want to keep it to where we can just reach in, fire it up. I plan on kind of leaving the engine, the whole front cradle. We're just going to hopefully adapt the frame to the station wagon. And I'd like to leave the firewall, front floorboard, and kind of graft all that into the station wagon. Is it going to work? I don't know. Hopefully we don't have to mess with anything. I'm planning on pulling the rear end. Hopefully we find the bend in the frame. We can cut that out. Like I say, I'm planning on just putting the rear end in the station wagon. The wheelbase isn't the same. So we're kind of going to graft the two together. Mainly for this episode, we're going to get this baby ripped apart and ready. Next episode, we'll get started on the station wagon. But we're going to get everything ready, prepped, and you know, do a little surgery. So enough yakking. Let's get rolling on this thing. Like, share, subscribe. Go check out Ratfest build off page. And you know, thanks for following. Let's go. Day one, down. Good one too. Got, you know, full day's work here. I got the back half off. We got the chassis kind of ready. This is as far as I'm gonna take it for now, because I'm really not for sure how it's gonna sit underneath the Pontiac. I mean, it'd be super sweet if we could just frame stack it and we didn't have to mess with anything. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna look completely goofy that way. I don't even know if the fuel tank's gonna work. I do know it's supposed to warm up in the next few days, so we're just gonna power wash everything up. It's basically down to where it needs to be. The cab, we still got quite a bit more work, but we got a lot done today. Really, I didn't want to butcher up any of the wiring, so nothing's been cut. So it took a little bit more time in the interior getting some of the stuff out. And I'm trying to save on some stuff, because we're gonna put all this up on Marketplace, sell it dirt cheap, but we need tires, we need some expensive things right off the get. So, you know, if we can make a few bucks there, a couple $100 or something off of selling some of this stuff, hey, great. We got doors, whatever. I figure, you know, window motors work and all that stuff. I mean, good door panels, so I don't know. Anyhow, see you tomorrow. Looking pretty good. Good day's work. Back at it this morning. Figure we'd, I labeled a few wires, kind of cleaned up the interior. More I think about it, I'm thinking we might want to leave this front clip a little bit more together for now. Just because, you know, we got to kind of move this in and out for now until we get the station wagon in here. So I think I'm going to leave the front fenders and stuff on it. the hood just in case it rains or something like that. I think we'll cut most of the top off. Maybe leave the windshield and a little top above the roof or above the dash. I'm not for sure. I think for now, this morning though, I'm gonna try to get a bunch of this stuff listed up on Marketplace, and just my shop's just getting full. And it's the weekend, so I figure try to catch people while they're off work. We're gonna pull this front grill out. It's got a really nice grill. These stinking plastic clips though. Pop all this stuff off. Maybe pop the front bumper off. Try to get it out of our way. Get a lot of this big bulky stuff out of our way. We just don't need it, you know? And luckily, these front ends come apart very, very easily. GM was pretty nice to us on these. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna keep peeling her apart. Well, we got the front pretty much peeled off as much as I'm going to do. I'm going to peel off these side steps and rear body mounts. There's a cross member and a body mount about in here and one up there. We're going to try to leave those and try to save that bit of the floor because there's a lot of structure, and it's kind of where, you know, just need to save that. Probably, you know, obviously cut off these outer rockers and stuff, but yeah, we're going to work on that, prep, and get the cab ready to cut. Boy, we are getting close. One piece at a time. Just keep ripping her apart. Pretty much just all Line-X holding that rocker panel together. That's all that is. I mean, honestly, best thing she ever did to it years ago. Looked good for a long time, but you know, it's Iowa for you. All right, this side ready to go. I got start line on both sides, top and bottom. I mean, they're not even, but I want to miss this cross member and I want to miss this cross member, and it really doesn't matter ultimately up here because we're going to cut all of this off. But let's do the other side. You gotta admit though, that's pretty impressive. I mean, shout out to Line-X. That's been, I don't know, at least 10 years, at least 1/8 of an inch thick. And that's all that was holding her together. And it was expand-a-foam like that all that time ago. I think they only charged her like $1,500 or something like that. It was cheap, $1,200 to do the whole truck. That time it was kind of rusty, you know. Obviously it's a lot rusty now, but we don't need any of that. That right there is our cross member on the bottom, top. Let's start slicing. I don't know if we want that carpet yet or not, so we'll just fold her up there to the front. We're gonna go ahead and slice the old bottom right on across. Yeah. Woo! We're free. Watch out, Maverick. Watch out. Ah! There's that heat shield holding us up. Darn it! I don't know where I left my knife. Oh, there it is. Shout out to that shield, really. And no, from the other side. Oh, that was fun. All right, now to clean up this big old mess. Well, I think that's going to bring us to the end. I don't know much more that there is to do. The front clip, yes, is still on, the windshield and all that stuff, but that just kind of makes it easier for us right now. The front clip basically holds the battery and the wiring and all that kind of stuff, and I don't want that stuff flopping all over against the wheels. And just in case we get any kind of weather, we're not soaking our dash up and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say for now, mission successful. We've got, I think, everything off and out of our way that we can or need to for now. We got a good section of floorboard ready. I left the carpet long because I'm not for sure how any of that's going to work out yet, or how, like I say, we're going to do this in phases. For phase one, I just want to get it together, running, driving as cheap and quickly and crudely as possible, so it just runs and drives. You know, I'm going to leave the ugly dash. I'm going to leave a lot of things ugly just to get it going, and then we'll, you know, we're going to beautify the dash. We're going to beautify this. We're going to do the whole build, but we want to drive it all summer. So anyways, if you guys like the project, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Go check out the Ratfest Rat Rod Build Off page on Facebook, and check out some of the other builders. There's lots of cool builds going on. Thank you guys for following along again. Next time, we'll have the station wagon on the hoist. I'm excited. Mission success. She still runs. See you next time.